Hi, so you thinking of moving to Surprise, Arizona? Great community in the northwest part of the valley, about 25 miles from Phoenix. It's really exploded in growth in recent years. I'm actually going to talk to you about what's going on here in Surprise. Do what I always do. I'll take you out. I'll show you some homes at some different price points. And stick around to the end, and I'll give you a brief market update on what's taking place here in Surprise. And then we'll go ahead and wrap this up. So with that being said, just kick back and relax, because we're getting after it right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad of living in a city like Surprise, Arizona, then be sure and subscribe below. Don't forget to tap that bell for notification. That way you'll be the first to know about our current real estate market here in Phoenix. Hey, my name is Rick with the Phoenix, Arizona Living Team, and we get calls and emails from people just like you every single day looking to move to a city like Surprise, Arizona, or any other amazing suburb in and around the Metro Phoenix area, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're thinking of moving next week, next month, or a year from now, go ahead and reach out to us. You can give us a call, you can shoot us a text, you can send us an email. All of our contact information is listed below, and we'd be more than happy to help you make that smooth move to Phoenix. All right, so let's talk about the city of Surprise. It's really interesting how it came up with its name. There's a young lady that founded Surprise by the name of Flora May, back in the late 1930s. She said, frankly, I came up with the name Surprise because I'd be surprised if the town never amounted to much. Well, Flora, I got to tell you, fast forward all these years later, I'm sure you'd be quite impressed at just how well your little town back then has flourished into a major city here in the Metro Phoenix area. And we've had tremendous growth out here in Surprise. Back in the year 2000, the turn of the century, population here was about 30,000. Fast forward today, we're in 2023, so the population's about 155,000. So it's really expanded the growth considerably, and it's just wonderful. Oh, here comes our sound of freedom. See the jets? I love to hear that. You'll hear them on their training runs. We're not far from Luke Air Force Base, which is one of the premier fighter pilot training facilities in the entire country. It obviously evolved right around World War II, but so they'll come out and do their exercises, and you'll hear that, throughout the day at different times of the day. But anyways, got to remember where my train of thought was. But there's some amazing development that's taken place here in Surprise. A lot of really impressive master plan communities have come out this way. Big developers have developed large parcels of land. And so it's just all driving out this way. And our whole West Valley, I was born and raised here in Phoenix, grew up in the home building business. I've just seen major changes over the years. And I can't believe how much this whole part of the valley has changed, including Surprise itself. One of the nice things about this general vicinity where I'm at right now, I'm actually out here at the Surprise Community Park. Here's a little statue that features the gal who founded it, the city, which is kind of nice, Flora May. But it has a nice lake out here. You can fish in the lake. It's catch and release, or you can keep it. Bass, trout, carp, catfish, I think one or two other species. Right next door to it here, this building right here is the Civic Center, which does a lot of business and activity for Surprise. It's all housed right there. And a big draw out in this part of the valley, you can see behind me here, that's Cactus League baseball there for Major League Baseball. If you love the baseball, want to catch a game, Cactus League season is the month of March here in the Metro Phoenix area. There's, I believe 17 teams here in the valley that come and train. That happens to be home to the Texas Rangers and the Kansas City Royals. And that place is always packed because March is just an unbelievable time to be here in the valley because the weather's so nice. So people fly in from all over to catch Major League Baseball. So that's a major draw out in this area here. But I'll show you around the park area a little bit. They've got plenty of cabanas and benches and grilling areas where you can have a picnic. They've got a nice playground here for the kids. On the other side of the playground are basketball courts, and next door to that are pickleball courts. On the other side of the park is a tennis center, one of the premier tennis centers in the entire Southwest. You have one of the universities that are out here in the West Valley called Ottawa University. It's just right on the other side here. So a lot of things taking place right here in this area of Surprise. Across the way over here, you have an aquatic center, great community pool and slides you can take advantage of. So anyways, that's what's going on here. Great shopping in Surprise, great restaurants in Surprise. You know, Surprise is that small town charm, but it's got like big city amenities, which is nice. So you got plenty of restaurants and shops to take advantage of. You can get a lot done right here in the city of Surprise. So with that being said, I'll show you around here a little bit, and then let's go out, check out our first home. All right, so we're coming up to our first home. This house is listed for $429,900. It is 2,091 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home. So that's going to put the price per square foot about $206 a foot. There is an HOA fee in here of $60 a month, which takes care of the common area. Not too bad. And this home was built in 2005. So nice, charming home here. Coming up behind me, single level. It's got some nice appointments on the inside. Nice 2-car garage. Maintenance-free landscaping, front and back. There is no pool. So it's got kind of that simple scape like you see in the front, in the back as well. Take you around the neighborhood. We'll go ahead and head over to our next stop. All right, so we're coming up here to our second stop. This home is listed for $519,900. It is 2,215 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home. Home was built in 2004. So it's going to put the price per square foot about $235 a foot. There is an HOA fee in here of $60 a month, which takes care of all the green belt areas. And that's what's nice. This particular home, this home right here, almost walked by it. Anyways, it's got some nice appointments on the inside. Nice single level home. Interesting, they've got a putting green set up in the backyard. So I'll take you around and show you some neighborhood footage. But before we do that, I wanted to point out this little green space right here, which is really nice. This house sits on a corner lot. So this is what we call a water retention basin. So when it rains, all the water is designed to run off into these retention basins. But when it's not raining, you've got a whole nother yard to take advantage of. And because it rains so seldom here and we get sunshine over 11 months out of the year, pretty much use this year round. But what's nice about this location here, as a matter of fact, you might be able to see it right over my shoulder, just a block away. It's an incredible community park that's got volleyball courts, basketball court. It's got a playground area for the kid, a nice athletic field, big grass area. Adjacent to that is an A+ rated elementary school. All of it is just about a block away. So very convenient in this location here. So let's go check out the next house. So we're coming up here to our last stop. This home is a single level, 3-car garage. It's listed for $609,950. Whoops, getting a little windy now. This home is 2,526 square feet, and it is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. It's going to put the price per square foot about $241 a foot. Now there is an HOA fee in here. It's a little bit more expensive. It's $77 a month, but still very reasonable for all the common areas you get. There's a green belt right down the street here, a couple houses down, and it has Frisbee golf set up. It's this home right here. Nice 3-car garage. It's got a pool in the back. It's got a spa. It has a fire pit. It's got some nice features on the inside. Might need to be a little bit updated, but overall it looks nice. It's on a bigger lot. And I'll take you around the neighborhood. And we'll go ahead and do a quick market update. We'll go ahead and wrap this up. All right, so let's go ahead and give a quick market update on what's going on in Surprize. I've got my computer here loaded up so I can kind of read you some statistics. I'm going to be looking down. But I got to tell you, we're mid-July. It was a hot one today. It said it hit 113 today. But the good news, 15% humidity. So the question I have for you, would you rather deal with a temperature of 110 to 115 degrees in the middle of summer with 15 to say 25 or 30% humidity? Or would you rather have the temperature in the 90s and deal with 85 to 90% humidity? Now, I was born and raised here, so I kind of know what to expect and I'm used to it. I went to school in New Orleans down in the south, and it's unbearable down there in the summertime with the humidity. It is god-awfully bad down there. Love the city, had a great time, but had a difficult time adjusting to the weather. That whole southern coast of the U.S. gets extremely humid in the summertime, as well as a lot of the Midwest and what have you. So great question to comment on. I'd love to know your thoughts down below. Just kind of a little side note there. But anyways, it was a hot one. It's supposed to be 116 tomorrow, so we'll see. But we're in mid-July, so we come to expect it here, those that live here. All right, so let me give you a quick update on what's going on here in the marketplace in Surprize. Currently, our median sales price is $430,000. Now, I showed you a home that was roughly $430,000. Then we went up to about, I think about $520, and the last one was just over $600, about $610. So kind of in the range where you're going to find a majority of homes priced here in Surprize, somewhere in that range of what I showed today. But what's interesting is, if I go back to the high water mark of our market was back in June of 2022. Now, what took place in the early part of the year of 2022, interest rates were still low, but all of a sudden something really interesting started happening. Rates started going up and so did prices. And when it hit to the middle of June, or June of 2022, the median home sales price was $482,500 in Surprize. They've come down over $50,000 from June of 2022 to June of 2023. Now, what's happened, I will say this, because of where the rates were going and because of where pricing was going, it just brought everything kind of to a screeching halt. But a lot of people on the sidelines, people that were looking at a home at a lower price at 3.5%, 4% interest, all of a sudden they're looking at 7% interest, and they're going, well, that just priced me out of the ballgame. I can't buy this house. So it put them on the sidelines. So we had a correction in our market. So for about the next 6 months, prices started going back down. Now, what we have seen in the last 60 to 90 days, we've had a little uptick in the market. For example, March of 23 here in Surprize, the median sales price was $405,000. Now it's $430,000. So from March until July, basically, we're in the middle of July, it's gone up about, what, $25,000? So I think we're at a point where we're going to see probably a leveling off. It's going to be interesting to see what interest rates do. I'm not convinced they're coming down. I think we're going to have some challenges. I think now is really, if you can afford, now is a great time to buy, because sellers are being very flexible on getting their homes sold. Homes are staying on the market longer. The median days on market here in Surprise is currently 50 days. That's double what it was this time last year. So, sellers that a lot of people are still selling their home. People that need to move, either they're downsizing, moving out of state, they're transitioning in life, whatever it might be. So they're being quite flexible to help with offset of closing costs, maybe interest rate buy downs. Wherever you could use some assistance, they're willing to do so. So now is a great time to take a look at that, take full advantage of it, especially in the heat of summer. If you're coming out here fairly soon, a lot of times people like to move here in the valley this time of year, early part of August, to get in and get established, get their kids set up and enrolled in school. So it's quite interesting to see what's going on. So that's kind of a brief snapshot of Surprise. So just know rates went up a year ago, kind of hit a high water mark, started coming back down for 6 months, and now they've tapered back up about 25,000. So they've gained some of that back to where it was in June. I think it could kind of level off from here for a little bit, but who knows, we'll see. So anyways, that is a quick overview of Surprise as far as the market goes, and now let's go ahead and wrap this up. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. I'm getting hot, I'm tired. You've heard me talk in previous videos about having plenty of water. This bad boy right here will be your best friend. Always carry water with you. I drank this whole thing. I gotta go get a refill. I'm getting awfully thirsty. You don't want to take chances here in Phoenix, especially in the summertime. It can catch you off guard, and it could be harmful to you. So just make sure you got plenty of water. Anyways, hey, thanks so much for watching the video. If you found it helpful, please like it. And if you got any additional comments, feel free to share those down below. I'd love to know your thoughts on Surprise. If you could see yourself maybe living here, bringing you and your family down possibly, or if there's another part of the valley that you'd like to live in, please let me know that as well. We showcase cities all over the valley, and would be more than happy to do that for you too. And we've got plenty of videos already up and loaded, so feel free to use those. As a matter of fact, I just did a recent master plan video here in Surprise of Marley Park. You can go check that out. It's in a little different area from where I am now. It kind of gives you another aspect of the Surprise. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already done so, we've got these videos coming out every week. Be sure and subscribe below, and tap the bell for notification. Also, if we can help you in any way with any of your real estate needs, whether you're looking to buy coming into town, or you currently live here and you want to buy, you want to sell your home, whatever it might be, we can definitely help you with all of that. Just reach out to us. Give us a call, shoot us a text. You can email us. We can schedule a Zoom call, whatever's convenient for you. We're here for you, and we'd love to help you with your real estate needs. So, hey, with that being said, until next time, we hope to show you around town. Bye now.